So I'm headed up to the log cabin mine. It's above Lee Vining where we're staying, and it's a little stormy out. We got rain coming down over here. There's thunder and lightning. It's been a pretty spooky road up, and I'm only in the Honda Pilot, and so far so good. If it gets any worse, I'm going to be screwed, but that's a long ways down. And I'm starting to see some parts of the mine here, so I'm pretty close. I just got to get around this bend here. It's probably right up here, hopefully. But the view is incredible, just amazing. My friends didn't want to come up. They wasted most of the day trying to catch fish, starting at noon. They wonder why they're not catching any. Anyways, it's all about having fun, whether you catch fish or not. All right, so I'm off to see the wizard up here and see what happens. You guys should have come. It's a little scary in that Honda Pilot, but I really want to see this, so I'm taking the chance. It's beautiful up here. Look at this. Down below, Mono Lake. Look at that. That is wicked awesome. Worth it. Looks like we're getting close, just around the bend here. Wow, this has been a beautiful drive. A little scary in some places, but incredible. I don't even know what the altitude is. I'm guessing it's like 12,000 plus feet. Not sure, I'll check it on my GPS. I think this is the start of it. Wind, but I think I took the wrong turn. And now I'm up here on a dead-end road, and time to go back. It's like 3:30. I've got a few more hours of daylight, and I do not want to drive this road in the dark. It's pretty tricky in some spots, and I don't look forward to heading back on the same road. This is one of those places where I might not make it out, and if that's the case, then if you had enough food and water to last a few days, I'll just have to hike down. Wish me luck. Okay, so I'm headed back the way I came. Like I said, there's a couple sketchy spots that had me concerned. I didn't think I was going to have to go back through them, but it turns out I am going to have to go back through them. And my concern is I just have regular tires on here. The only thing this has got going for it is it's all-wheel drive. It's a Honda Pilot, and I think I'm pushing it to its limit. So we're gonna try and go, and hopefully I can get through those sketchy spots. And if I do, I will thank the Lord. All right, we'll get back to you. Okay, well, I found what I think is the mine. I don't see it yet. I couldn't drive down here, but I saw some old cabins. And I know the mining company gave the mine and the property to a bunch of, or to the Boy Scout Association. So they used it for some years. And I'm guessing this is the way to it. And most of these are locked. After the Boy Scouts had it, it was then turned over to the state. And so now the state owns it. And it's amazing how good a condition some of this stuff is not broken into, because this place is just so hard to get to. All right, I think I see something else over here, so we're headed that way. Yep. There she is. There's got to be a road down to it. I don't know where it's at, or if it's up here and it's just inaccessible now, but that's the old mine. The old head frame there, the old I heard it was collapsing into the collar. The collar was collapsing in. But I'm gonna try and find a way to get down here. I don't want to climb down this. I'd rather drive up to it, but we'll see. Okay, we're on it. We're starting to see some mining stuff. Got these little cabin things there. They got piping going to them. So I think it's probably a pump station of some sorts. So anyways, like I said, the original owners of this mine gave it to the Boy Scouts, and then it was called the Log Cabin Mine, and then it was given up to the government. So that's what it stands as, a historical monument. But it's hard as heck to get to. I guess if you had a bigger truck, that'd be great, but I don't. Not with me. And my friends didn't want to come because they don't care about this stuff. Look at that. There's just tons of old mining equipment laying around. Oh shit, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get under these wires here. I'm gonna try, hang on. I was able to get under the wires. I got a cargo box on top of my car. And we're coming into the mine area. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? That's fabulous. I'm a little upset it's so late. I got a late start on this. And it's 4:27 and it gets dark about 7 o'clock, so there's no way I'm gonna be able to go through all these buildings today. But at least I know how to get here now. And I come back with my buddies, because after they see this video, they're probably going to want to come up. Okay, this has to be the coolest, most intact mine I have ever been to. Just incredible stuff. Old. This mine was in business for quite some time. Looks like it's got power to it. Some sort of communications. Bet you the government that owns it now monitors it. They probably got some hidden cameras around here or something, because they don't want anybody taking anything. Okay, I'm just gonna try and go through everything really fast. This room here looks like was the wood shop. That's a gigantic saw to cut gigantic beams. Looks like it was belt driven. Kooky. Crazy. All right. Next building. God, I'd love to spend all day here. Building is, but we're gonna check it out. Hopefully the steps don't break. And I didn't bring my flashlight with me. Looks like some sort of maybe repair shop, pump shop, motor shop. I don't know. Office. There's a spooky dark room up there. I'm not going in because I am alone and I don't have a light and I'm a long ways from anybody. All right, let's go to that one next. Okay, it doesn't look like there's a way. Well, there might be a way in. It says private property, but how can it be private property if it's owned by the state now, right? Don't we all own the state? I'd say so. Look at this old cabin. Probably one of the first ones here. That's weird. What is that? I found, please report on yada yada yada. Follow your heart. This heart was made with love by mother and daughter who enjoy traveling off the beaten path. Cool. I'll have to check that out. Okay. What's this looking like is old refrigeration for the working mine. Yep, there's refrigerator coils, big thick refrigerator door, another big refrigerator, compressor for the refrigerator, and this little room back here is probably dry stores. You know, something like that. Sorry guys for the dark. I wish I had a light. Like I said, this is going to be a quick trip through here. Next year when I come back up, I'll do a more proper video. Hello? All I need to do is walk into a big bear. There's tons of them up here. And other stuff. This looks like the kitchen. That makes sense. That was the refrigerator room, and this is the kitchen area. Where's my car? Bedroom. It's probably where the cook stayed. All right, let's get out of this. This is boring. I'm gonna try and walk up these messed up steps. Or not. Let's go this way. I said we're about 10,000 feet or something like that. Air's pretty thin up here. And so you get out of breath. This looks like maybe an old bunkhouse. Big and spooky and empty. All right, seen enough of that. Okay, time to go back down. So the lower part of the mine here, the processing area. I'm amazed at how they lugged all the stuff up here, because no joke, it's not easy getting up here. Okay. From what I understand, this is the main part of the operation here. That's the head frame. That's what they lowered the miners and the ore carts down into the mine shaft with. And down here's the collar. It's called the collar of the mine because there's a collar around the hole. This looks like it was a workshop once. It's falling apart. A pipe fitting shop of sorts, and looks like possibly there's some old tracks that the collar is collapsing, and it's probably really dangerous to be anywhere around here. Oh yeah, look at that. That goes way down. I don't know if you can see it. And then the carts are raised up here and the ore's dumped. Yeah. It's collapsing around here. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, look at that. for sure. It is collapsing. Wow. I wish I brought my selfie stick so I can hang this over the collar here, because I don't want to get too close. Yeah, it is collapsing. There's the old cart they used to ride in. The cart and the miners ride in this. It pulled up in and out of the shaft. But this is collapsing for sure. Wow. I'd love to get down in there. Ain't gonna happen. Hell no. This collapsing down is putting tension on this A-frame, and it's breaking these giant beams. It's only a matter of time before the snow brings this whole thing down. Look at that beam. The whole thing's leaning and buckling. Yeah, it's totally unsafe. That old motor there is an Ingersoll Rand. Let's try these steps. What do you think? Safe to walk? I'll walk on the edge. On the outside of the step, not the center of the step. These boards still look pretty healthy. And I couldn't tell you what this room is. Probably storage. So I think this cylinder here is what they call like a cone crusher. The ore that they pull out, go in there and go back down into this big funnel cone thing and get crushed by a vibrating motion. Hey, look at that, mercury. Behind the sign, they used to coat their sluice boxes, the copper plates. These copper plates with mercury. And the mercury would hold the gold. I'm gonna get a flashlight. Okay. This here, dark room. This is a ball crusher. It rotates. There's giant metal balls in there. They crush the ore before it goes up into the cone crusher, or vice versa. Not sure. Look at the size of that motor. Good Lord. It's gigantic. Ball mill. Ball mill. Crazy. Oh, you know what these are? These are the copper plated trays that once they crushed all the ore, it would come down these trays. They got copper plates, and they'd coat these copper plates with mercury, and then the water and the sludge that they crushed would go over it, and all the gold would stick to those plates. At the end of the period, I don't know how long, they scrape the mercury off with the gold and make what's called an amalgam, a mercury gold amalgam. And then they'd burn the mercury off, and they'd be left with gold. That's so cool. And that was probably done in this room, maybe. Hopefully none of this stuff collapses into the collar. Yeah, there's the workroom that we were in earlier. Okay. So again, this is the ball crusher. It rotates with giant balls in there, metal balls, and it would crush the ore down into a fine water sludge powder, and then it would come down this box here as a muddy water sludge of crushed. I bet you there's still a lot of stuff in there. I bet you if you took some of that dirt out of there, you could very well pan some gold out of it. But you're not allowed to touch anything or do anything, so. And from here, it went in here, through there, out to those copper plated boxes where the gold was extracted with the mercury plates. Pretty awesome. Gigantic flywheel, gigantic motor. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Pretty awesome stuff. Look at all these belts. Man, it's crazy. Crazy horsepower. It's like water down here. Water in these pits. Crazy. Cray cray. And this is the cone crusher. So I guess it came from the mine. It got dumped up here in the cone crusher. Right here, this big cone. Gigantic cone. There's a big thing that vibrates in here and crushes the rock to a certain size. There's still a lot of material in there. It looks like people have been chipping at it because they probably want to take it and pan it because it's probably pretty good with gold. And from there it went up this track into the ball crusher. And speaking of the ball crusher, these are the different size metal balls that are in that machine. I'm going to grab one to show you the size. I can't get back there though. Okay, there you have it. There it is. That's heavy. It's solid steel. And hundreds of these would spin in that ball crusher and crush the ore down just into a paste, a watery sludge paste. And I better put that back. And then it'd go through the trays. I don't think I went into this one, but I'm going now. It's gonna be the last one because I gotta get down the mountain. Okay, this is the room where the winching motor was for the head frame to winch the cable up and down, get the miners and carts out. This is where the guy sat who controlled these levers to bring it up and down. And they would do it by a series of bells, whether to go up, down, stop, all that stuff. Look at the size of this equipment, it's huge. Ingersoll Rand, New York. Imperial 10. Awesome. That's all I have to say about that. Awesome. Westinghouse motor. You don't want to be sitting there when that cable snaps. Danger, peligro. There's all the stuff they're cautioning you about so they're not liable when you accidentally kill yourself for doing something stupid. Well, kiddies, like I said, I don't have a lot of time up here. It's getting dark, and I got to get down the mountain still, which I need to be able to see where I'm going because it's kind of rough going. Stay out of mines. Don't do stupid shit. I'd love to go in, but you know what? Curiosity killed the cat. It'll kill you too. But it's beautiful up here. It's worth coming up just for the view. Down that way, right there. That's whatchamacallit, Mono Lake, and it's a beautiful view. I mean, look down here. There's just tons of tailing piles. There's another little inlet over there that I heard goes into the mine here, but you know what? That's all for another day. As for today, we are done. Unless I find something really cool on my way to the car. But again, thanks for watching. Ow, Jesus Christ! I just scraped my arm on that that fence. But thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That way I could get monetized again, because they demonetized me with their new rules. Said I need 1,000 subscribers. I only got like 300. All right, guys. Take care.